for the last 24 hours, I have been in a world of hurt. I don't know what I ate or drank, but my whole body, if you've been around a little while, you know, I've been diagnosed with a few things and then kind of told that I was just crazy, even though they could see markers in my blood. They just didn't know what they meant. And then, of course, you can see in my hands, like there's a lot of redness and pain. And typically the pain lately has been like 2 to 4, I mean, at most. And that's very tolerable, right? You know, compared to like childhood and even before, like I'd say the age of like 24, the pain would have been like a 0, you know, unless there was like, I worked out and then you have the natural like muscle soreness or whatever. But then, I mean, it's been like a 10 out of 10 pain, like to where it's just like, it's unbearable. Like it's terrible. I don't know what it was. Of course, we've been eating worse. And so I think it has something to do with like, you know, the gut or leaky gut or microbiome or something to that effect. But yeah, I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis and then told, well, you don't have all of the markers for that, but you definitely have something going on. And then that turned into like, well, we just don't know, right? One doctor was like, you can go see a specialist if you want to, but wrote in the chart psychosomatic, which means I'm making it up. That's discouraging. Let me tell you what. And then the rheumatologist goes, well, I don't know. What? You're a doctor. It's frustrating because well, for multiple reasons, but yeah, so along with that is like no to low energy, very low energy, you know, whereas I'm a very energetic person by my nature, right? And then like you're just in a terrible mood, you know, this is one of those things. So this video is not to complain about that, but just kind of one of those updates that it's a very weird thing. And we've been eating more food than we typically do, right? And you're enjoying things, you're not really focusing on your diet as much. You're like, oh, that looks good, and it's available, so yeah, it's actually, it's causing a lot of pain, unfortunately. So I just wish I knew what it was. That's the thing, is it's not what I would think it would be. You know, it's not like adding sugar in did not, you know, there was no obvious effect. It was something else. Who knows? This is kind of a cool thing. Emma's mom actually has a ton of these left still. Of these candles, and she's like, take as many as you want. And I am a bit of a candle whore, let me tell you what. Like, I love candles. I love things that smell good, right? And so every time we go to Walmart, like or Target or whatever, or Bed Bath & Beyond especially, which I think is actually where this is. No, this is from White Bar, I don't know. But I can't resist just going in. Oh, I just love the smell. So we got one of these, and then picked up one of these guys. So this is a little like a water diffuser, a humidifier, because it's been really, really, really dry in here. And I figured it wouldn't hurt, and then we can add little essential oils. And, you know, once we're done with the candles, which I typically wouldn't burn because they tend to leave soot. Some of you guys might know, but they can leave like a soot or a, you know, black marks on any surface above it. But these have been fine. I think we'll be all right. You know, especially being in the kitchen where, you know, I mean, when you're cooking, you get a little bit out anyway, so. But yeah, I thought this was kind of cool. We used to have one that actually like looked like flames, and then so would like send the mist up, which is really cool, with a little fan in there. And then when you turn on the red light, it would like look like flames, so like red or orange or whatever. But I think that's an LED bus, and I think it's a little beat up, or we lost the adapter or whatever. I don't know, kind of a neat thing. It doesn't work very well. It's supposed to drip, and it doesn't work all too well. I don't think, yeah, like that. You add a red light to that, and it kind of looks like flames. I don't know, maybe I'm doing something wrong with this, but it's supposed to be plug and play. Now, another little change here is actually getting rid of our display. The display had been sitting in a box for a while. It was an LG display. And it ended up having like really, like a weird ring, where a little really bright ring around the outside, kind of like a border. But it came in, like, it was a big monitor, so it came in a good ways around. In the center of the screen, it was fine though. So I'm like, okay, you know, I tried all the programs to try to reset the LED, you know, the diodes, the LED diodes. That didn't work. So it was kind of like a really bad burn-in. Not only that, but it would flicker. If there's too high of a contrast, like too light of a spot or too dark of a spot, or the image was moving too fast, it would flicker. And so, you know, it was built in 2022, didn't open until 2025. So, but you know, might have had an impact on the crystal display. But we're gonna go ahead and donate it. Somebody might be able to use it for parts. Who knows? And the reason for it actually is because Emma's mom's husband, really nice guy, he goes, hey, do you want this projector? And I'm like, yeah, of course. And so, you know, there's so many cool things we could do with a projector, I think. You know, one of which is like, he's also got a screen, but maybe we use this as a screen. That's a pretty big, we would just use it for movies, right? But you could use that as a screen. We could put something across here, but then you have to sit up here. It's not as comfortable. Really, maybe we project it on the, you know, on the ceiling. That could be an option. Kind of cool. We could use the side of the trailer because we have that big old white patch right between the two windows, and there's no other disruptions there. We could use that as a big old screen, of course, weather permitting. So I don't know. There's a lot we could do. I'm really excited. It's cool. It's really nice. He's like, yeah, just don't use this if you want. You know, it's one of those things. So really, really nice guy. It also cleans this area up a little bit, and we'll put our fake plants back in the corner there. It just, I liked the idea. I think that idea would work for a lot of people. Instead of like even on a swing arm, like having a TV here, which was our first thought, was to put that monitor next to the fridge. But I think this was the best spot, especially on a little swing arm like that. But in the mount itself, the little clamp, worked beautifully. So that's kind of cool. Now we're in an HOA community. If you are wondering though, if anybody has complained about us being here, and it's a perfect fit. I just want to say it is a perfect fit here. No, nobody's complained, which is such a relief. I think that the management office is like a block over maybe, and so nobody cares. Very glad for that. We don't want to be here causing any trouble or anything like that. And I've already mentioned it, but we're so fortunate to be able to hook up here and have power. You know, we're running the water heater for when we need, you know, water, and we're running our fridge, and we're running the heater from the AC. That has been running really, really well. Keeping everything really warm. We haven't had to run anything on propane. And of course, we're, you know, having meals with her family, and they've been really gracious about having us. And we've gone and seen her dad as well. And yeah, it's just a nice. It's been a really nice visit. But the weather is actually going to turn here. In just a few days, it's supposed to be in the 20s and snowing. So I'm glad we've got the heat. We're only a few more days before we leave, though. So I think the day that it starts snowing, or it's scheduled to start snowing apparently, we're going to be on our way out anyhow. But there's this Arctic freeze kind of coming through, and it's hitting apparently all of the U.S. So we won't be immune to that, unfortunately. But it is what it is. I think we're very well prepared, and we've got tank heaters on. We also, forgot to mention that. We've got the tank heaters, we've got the insulation on the bottom, and yeah, it's nice that we can run the heater though, the heat pump. It's really quite a nice thing. Keeps us toasty in there. A little too warm sometimes. This is Colt. Colt is a little upset because he doesn't understand what this guy is. Also, that's Emma. Hello, Emma.
Hello. This is Ranger. Ranger's a little nervous right now too. You can tell because the bottom of his chin is turning dark.
Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, how funny. Anywho, he is no, he's a
bearded dragon.
Bearded dragon. Yeah, look how big this guy is.
I used to have a bearded dragon named Monkey.
Look at his little claws.
Mine was not orange though. Mine was like green and tan, about the same size. Monkey would like sit on my shoulder like this for hours. Like we would just hang out all the time like this.
Yeah, Emma loves bearded dragons.
I love bearded dragons.
It's so funny.
Sorry, buddy. Sorry, Ranger.
We've been learning a little bit about these guys. So their necks will puff up and turn black when they feel threatened, which hopefully he doesn't right now. Little guy, look at this.
Hey, Ranger.
They look so intense, don't they? And they're cold-blooded creatures.
He's not upset. He's not like his beard's not puffing out, so he doesn't feel like he's in danger. He's just not comfortable with all the dogs.
Get the hell out of here! Yeah, they're really funny little guys. They're kind of rubbery almost, aren't they?
Yeah, when you when you pick them up, you have to like unhook their claws from your shirt. Like, you have to like scoop them out.
Aren't they little? Yeah. So this is actually this is Kaysen's bearded dragon.
So cool.
Look at their little muscles. They're so funny.
If we ever have a non-dog pet, we're getting a bearded dragon.
Colt is so interested though.
Colt is so curious about what I'm doing with this thing.
Yeah. This guy's like, get wrecked. Yeah, you'd think they'd be really spiny and prickly like it appears, but they're not. They're they've got some sharpness to them, but they're rubbery almost.
They don't actually drink water, which people don't know. They like absorb it through their skin or they get it through their food. So like you feed them like worms or crickets and then like lettuce and vegetables, and that's what they eat, and they absorb the water through their food. Or you can like soak them in a bath or like in a thing of water, and they like that too.
Well, and they also don't excrete waste the same way we do. So like they don't urinate. This is a master class in bearded dragons.
I love bearded dragons. I think they're the coolest.
It all comes out through solid waste.
They're like legit friends. They like actually like you.
Yeah, the watchdog. He's going on your head. What is he doing? What is he doing? Look at this little guy. Isn't that funny?
I just love these guys.
They're so intense.
And Joel's never really like held a bearded dragon or like interacted with a bearded dragon. He's only seen him at the pet store.
Not prior to this, yeah.
But now do you understand my love for bearded dragons?
Yeah, I kind of get it. This is so funny. This is the funniest thing ever. I am the king.
So bearded dragons, actually, a lot of people are scared to get them as pets because they think they're very finicky, and they can be at first. The hardest part is just getting their tank set up because you have to have UVA lights, UVB lights, and then a heat lamp. But as long as you get it set up properly and like get your temperatures right and the
plug
tank
it in,
and stuff,
turn it on, yeah.
But you also like have to give them a rock to lay on, and the temperature has to be just right on the rock. Like once you get this set up correct, then they're really, really easy animals to have.
Yeah, you know, but like, and they eat like little crickets or they eat lettuce, right?
They eat crickets, lettuce, and worms. Yeah.
Oh, he's like, no.
They don't like to be flipped. They don't like to be flipped over, and they like to be held from their belly. Like they don't like their bellies exposed.
Colty.
Gentle, Colty. They hiss a little bit.
Do they hiss?
A little bit. Like they like.
I've never
Gentle,
seen
Colty. Oh, Ranger's not having this. Colty, gentle. Okay.
All right. Colt's such a sweet, gentle.
See, he knows he's not going to hurt him because he's not like puffing his beard, or like he knows he's not in danger.
Yeah.
Because he's not flaring his beard. Gentle Colt.
It's funny how they watch, because they watch on the side of their heads.
Yeah, their eyes are on their sides. And those are their ears, those little holes.
Gentle buddy. Good boy. Colt is a really gentle soul.
Gentle
He
Colty.
just wants to kiss him.
I know. Gentle Colty.
Oh.
Okay, see,
he did hiss a little bit. He's like, yeah, fuck you.
Like,
okay.
Nope. But yeah, they don't like their bellies being exposed because that's the softest part. Like their bellies are super soft.
Yeah, they kind of are. Yeah, they are.
And so they don't like their bellies being exposed. They have to be held under their belly.
So, well, the funny thing is, I've never seen one this big, because that's a big...
This is about the same size Monkey was. And they get flat. Like, they can flatten out.
Yeah. Well, you see them in the desert, though. We've never seen one in the wild, but that would be kind of a neat thing. They're kind of cool looking, though. Like, I'd rather have one of these than a snake. I know a lot of people like snakes.
I like the orange one. The orange one's cool.
Yeah, well, there's also some...
See, he didn't like what you just did.
Some folks, he doesn't care for his paws being touched. God, they're so interesting. But I've seen, like, usually they're smaller and they're more yellow, but we've seen them, like, dragon red.
Yeah. The most natural color you'll see them is, like, tan and a little green, because that's where, like, in the desert, that's the best camouflage.
Can they change color? I mean, obviously their neck can.
They get darker and lighter, but they don't, like, truly change color. Not like a chameleon does. But you can see, like, he's got a few of the, like, dark spot, like the tan spots there.
Yeah. Cool little guy.
See him using it with his eye, like turning his head to the side so he can see Colt directly.
Yeah. Oh. Colty really wants to meet a dragon. Colty has never met dragon before.
I wonder what would happen if I put Ranger on Colt's back.
Here, bring him closer to Colt.
He's gonna...
No, he's just looking.
No, I can feel his body tense up. You see how Colt's turning his head so he's not directly looking at him?
Yeah.
Gentle.
Yeah. Colt's like, I'm not a threat to you. Now they can say hi.
Gentle. Colt's nose is the size of Ranger's head.
Well, he's not trying to, like, back off now.
Not now. His body isn't as tense. I can feel it.
Colt is a good boy. This is a crock bag. And you go, yeah, duh, you already had one. You already showed us. This is another crock bag because, funny enough, Emma's dad, who I think he does have a pair or two of Crocs.
He does.
I think we've gotten him at least one.
Yes, he does.
He wanted the crock bag. He goes, the backpack, he goes, that's where it's at. There's a perfect size. I want one. So we actually gave him ours, and he's like, go get another one. And so he bought us a replacement. But then we go in there, and they're running a sale on these, Emma, and you have with the freaking crock, what do you call these, bog bags?
Well, Croc just calls them a tote bag. Bog bag is a different brand.
Oh, okay, well, I don't know. Bog bag, she got another one of these. And I
just feel like the limit doesn't exist with these because it's very on brand for us, and you can store lots of things for them. You can use them as storage, you can carry things around.
Well,
you can fit a lot of things in them.
This is your third one, actually. These are the other two. So this is the EDC, everyday carry, and then this is the
all your shit.
Computer beach bag kind of thing, and that one's even bigger than these. And it's funny because even like non-branded, like they look the same. But I don't know what we're going to do with this. I don't even know if it fits in under our bed.
I can always just set it on the couch.
I was thinking about this, and I'm like, what a perfect accessory that would be to have in an RV, right? Mm-hmm. Is that you have a little, like, basically a shelf with like some, a couple bars or two. You can load all your stuff into there, and so there's a dedicated place for a bog bag.
I love that.
How freaking cool would that be?
I love that idea.
So like an RV that comes with
bog bags.
Bog bag. I mean, even and so you can always swap them out if you want a different color or whatever. Like, okay, whatever. But like, that's where it's at. Now this on sale was like $43. There was one that was about 60% of the size. Yeah. That was $41. It's like you might as well get the big one.
Yeah. So I have a small. I have two larges. I don't have a medium right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But never say never.
But we also went to a camera shop because I was looking for like how do we protect the camera gear and bring our drone and all that in here, and tripod. The tripod's gonna be the hardest one because we need to have a little place for that. But we got a little protector thing that was like clear. I think they pulled it out of a bag that got wrecked and returned or something like that.
Yeah, it was like $5.
$5, only $5, which is really cool. So got that in here, and yeah, we'll see. You look such a dork with a Croc bag. Like, if you're gonna do it, go big or go home, right?
And then he can put gibbets on it?
Yeah, I gotta put my American flag gibbet. You have one, right? That's in here? Yeah.
I don't know if it's in here, but I have it.
Oh, my eyes are up here. That's what we've been up to. And actually, we did use the hot, so Mom's got a hot tub here. We actually used that hot tub, but I think the temperatures are so low now, and I know like some people are like, oh, you're just a wiener. I don't know, I don't wanna be boiling here and then freezing here, you know what I mean? And then you like dunk your head because it gets really cold when it's like 30 degrees out.
I'll go sit in it, I don't care.
Yeah, it's crazy though that they're expecting snow here. The day that we are, well no, I guess.
They're talking like tomorrow, the next day, yeah. Maybe like.
But we're leaving Saturday morning.
Correct.
So maybe I'm not worried about it. Like they always clear the roads and we'll be all right. Yeah. Anywho. That's what we've got going on. Also, it's funny how we've kind of exploded. Our stuff has really exploded. Like we've got your cricket
taken over
here.
like the whole dining room, basically.
This is nuts. But yeah, everybody's been so gracious to us. I think this is my favorite visit here in Dallas, though.
Yes.
Yeah, so far this has been freaking awesome. Colt's having a freaking blast. Your sister keeps trying to convince us, though, that we need another dog.
The answer is no.
We do not need another dog right now.
Do not leave comments.
Well, some folks already are. But if you're wondering about Sam, she's living her freaking best life. She's been hunting kitties that are, she loves cats. Cats do not love her. But, so apparently there's been some neighborhood cats that have been like walking up on the fence apparently. And so they'll be like looking down at her and she's like, hey, hey, hey. And then as they run away, she'll bark because she's like, hey, don't come back. She's not like barking to like scare them. But apparently some are like, there's a cat or two living under the bus, Lenny the bus. So they're on the frame rails. Actually, funny enough though, we were in Redmond and at that park, there was a cat under our bus. Yep. That was a cat, there was another RV park behind us. That was their kitty, which I thought was kind of funny. And they're like, hi, our cat's under, like, it's cool, no problem. Cats just love it under Lenny.
Yeah, that was funny.
Lenny the cat bus. That's our updates. Croc life. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye, guys.
Bye.